welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know who I am Kay Lamo, and this is my house. Welcome. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining in. And to my favorite subscribers who've been patiently waiting for me to get my life together, thank you so much. I hope you know just how much I appreciate you. So I know it's been a minute, a huge minute, but I think it's safe to confidently say that I am officially back on YouTube and creating some content, and I'll tell you guys why later on in the video. I'm sure you guys do have an idea of what this video is about based on the description down below. So yeah, this video is mainly this video is many things. Okay, the first purpose of this video is for paving the way for more videos to come. I don't know, I just want to have some order in my YouTube life. So I wanted to have a video that will tell you guys where I've been, and then tell you guys what to expect, blah 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 blah. So it's sort of paving the way for you guys. I don't know, I feel like I'm being too loud. Okay, so it's gonna pave the way for many more videos to come. The second purpose for this video is for you guys to understand where I've been, okay, and what's happening. So I'm officially back on YouTube. Okay, so the reason why I disappeared, if I may put it that way, is because of some reason that I think most of you already know by now. That last year I was pregnant and I gave birth to a beautiful baby boy that I love so much. So he is the major reason as to why I haven't been able to post or create some content or even be there for myself. Okay, so earlier on last year, I discovered that I was pregnant. That was so unexpected. Unexpected in the sense that I didn't know I was pregnant until I was 5 months pregnant. Okay, yes guys, it's actually very possible. It happens. So I didn't expect it. Obviously when I was having sex, I knew what I was doing, and getting pregnant was the consequence of that. But it was a shocker to me because, like I said, I discovered that I was pregnant when I was actually 5 months pregnant. So I actually couldn't do anything about it. The only thing that I could do was to just pick up the pieces because I was broken and I was really hurt and upset. It was just a mixture of emotions. So the only thing I could do, I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, but I couldn't do anything. So the only thing that I could do was to just pick up the pieces and move on with my life, which means moving on with being pregnant. But this video is not about how I got pregnant or whatever. Okay, so I discovered I was pregnant. I had to move on with my life and accept the situation that I was in. Okay, fine. So I knew I was gonna give birth around or towards the end of the month of July last year or August, because people normally say when it's your first time having a baby, you normally reach the 10th month. So yeah, actually that's what happened to me. I gave birth on the 4th of August. Okay, so before I left for home, I sort of had a plan. So my plan was I was gonna give birth and stay at home with my baby for like a month and then leave my child with my mom, those kind of things. And actually my mother was okay with that situation. So that was the plan for me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give birth and come back to school and pretend as if nothing ever happened, because I missed my life and I was so stuck for such a long time with this huge belly and I couldn't even do anything because landing so that was the plan for me. But little did I know that once I actually give birth, things are actually just going to flip on me. So I gave birth around the 4th. Okay, fine. I tried settling in with my child, but my mom was there 24/7. We were even sleeping together actually in my room with my mom. You know how they are. So I gave birth. I stayed with my child for like 2 to 3 weeks. I stayed with my baby. Ne? Everything was fine for like a week or two until I got what is called the postpartum depression. Child, and that thing got to me. It got to me. So what happened was, after 2 weeks, if I remember correctly, I just had this huge anxiety, like the biggest anxiety ever, where I just don't want to leave my child. I don't want to leave my child at home, like I don't want to be away from him because I'm afraid of something bad happening to me or something bad actually happening to him. And I had that fear of, if something bad happens to me, what's going to happen to my child? I just wanted to be aware of everything that happens to him, and mostly I was just super scared of getting myself injured or dying or whatever. I was really, really just scared of the unknown. And it sucks, guys, because every time you get so anxious, every time when you go somewhere, when you have to travel, sometimes when I'm even going to the shops, like locally, I would just have these crazy scenarios in my head where, like, what if someone comes and then they shoot me? Who's gonna do that? But it was just that postpartum depression. I didn't even know about it until I saw a video of Cardi B explaining that she couldn't go to her gigs for like 2 months because she didn't want to leave her child. And I'm like, chill. But again, she did mention that it was postpartum. So I had to go and research about it. And then I actually realized that the fear and anxiety that I had was mainly because of that depression. So it just got to me, and it got to me mentally, guys. I wasn't even at a stage where I felt like I just want to be beautiful or shoot some content or do a video or blah 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 blah. And it also got into the relationship I had the relationship with the father of my kid. Okay, so we were in a relationship, right? And then the baby arrived, and then things started falling apart. Instead of the child bringing us together, it just got in the way, in the sense that, so the father of my baby was like my baby before my baby. Do you get me? He was my first baby before I had a baby. So when my baby came, everything changed. I couldn't give 100% to him. I could only give 100% to my child because I had that postpartum depression, and it's just naturally what mothers do. They give 100% to their babies. So I couldn't give him as much attention that he was used to receiving. So it was very hard for him to adjust, because sometimes he would call me or would chat over the phone, and then I would just pass out because I'm tired, because I was feeding the whole night. So those kind of things, those adjustments and other things, they just got in the way. And there was just so much for me going on last year, and I just couldn't juggle. So I was like, why would I put so much unnecessary pressure on myself for something that I can always do next year, when I'm actually in a much better state, like right now. So yeah, guys, that's why last year I didn't do anything. Actually, that's the main reason. So the reason why I'm confidently saying that I'm back this year is because this year I moved back to school. I'm finishing my last year for masters. I'm doing my masters. I hope you guys know that. So I'm doing my final year this year. So I had to come back. And also the reason why I came back is because I have some work that I do here at school, which requires me to be here most of the time. And I'm actually in a good space. I got over that depression, and I was able to find myself again. And this year I just told myself that, okay, you know what, last year you waited long enough, because I don't want to say when I was experiencing whatever I was experiencing last year, I didn't have the urge to do these things. I wanted to do them, but I couldn't do them. And one thing I've told or learned to do is to accept the situation and never force matters. So I was like, you know what, let me just pause for now. Obviously, it's never going to be taken away from me. I can always do it anytime I want, blah, 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 blah. So I waited for this year, And child, I prayed about it, man. I prayed about this year so hard. I told myself that I am claiming everything that I believe I deserve. And I am just going to follow every dream that I have, every goal that I set for myself. I am actually going to do my level best to achieve it. Do you get me? And one thing about me, I will not give up. So until I get to where I want to be, then the chase is on. Okay, I just want God to actually just fill my cup till it overflows. So yes, people, this is not just this won't be a long video. It's mainly about that. And yeah, okay, let me get on the things that I'm venturing into this year. So yes, last year I did do some covers, actually one cover, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing more of that, but I'm not also saying that I won't be doing that. Yeah, but I'm still going to figure that out. But one thing I know for sure is the fact that I'm going to venture into beauty. By beauty, I mean makeup, style. It could be hairstyles, it could be makeup styles, it could be whatever. I do not know, I'm just into that field where I just focus on beauty. Because child, I did realize on Instagram that you guys are so into how I do my makeup, and you guys actually love how I do it, and you always ask me to take pictures of the products that I use. Where do I get my lashes? How do I do A, B, and C? Please take me through, blah, blah, blah. So I've been sending so many VNs to people. Some people, I send them pictures and stuff like that. And I feel like it's very convenient for me to actually just venture into that, because it's actually something that I love doing. And I really, really do not mind sharing my ideas and my craft with you guys. So definitely makeup tutorials and blah, blah, blah. And I'm also going to be showing you guys more about the hair. Unfortunately, I only have one wig, so I don't have much room for creativity and stuff like that. But I will show you guys how I lay it, the styles that I make, how to properly lay it, which products are good for laying your wigs, blah, 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 blah. And remember, guys, I'm also just a beginner when it comes to hair and laying hair and stuff like that. But I'm going to try my best to inform you guys, because you always just want me to make VNs and show you how I do everything that I do. So with that being said, I feel like I've actually said everything. I touched on everything that I wanted to touch on. So yeah, I think that's about it. So I will definitely, guys, listen to your views and your opinions and your suggestions. Please do keep them coming and communicate with me. Let's do this together. So thank you guys so much, man. If you know you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please like and share, comment on this video, show me some love, because I really, really do appreciate it. And just stay tuned, because more content is coming up and you'll be seeing more of me very, very soon. Bye.